Virtual reality could revolutionize the sex industry. What's already possible, what is being developed, and how might these changes affect us, digital technology and sex? Our topic on Shift today. Let's be honest. Despite my personal enthusiasm for VR technology in general, I have not taken VR pornography very seriously up to now. For me, it is a niche market for a very special clientele. In Japan, however, the concept has really taken off. There are even special stores here where you can have completely new experiences with VR glasses. Is there perhaps more to the idea after all? I took a look at one of these stores in Tokyo. Akihabara in Tokyo. The district is a hub of manga, anime, computer games, electronics and VR pornography. The company Soft On Demand alone operates 70 special VR sex stores in Japan. It's one of the largest producers of pornography films in Asia. Here you can't see employees' faces to keep things discreet. I asked to book a 1-hour VR package. It costs almost 1,000 yen, about €8. All large Japanese cities have venues like this. The VR booth can be rented for up to 3 hours. There are 3 different options: reclining chair, reclining mat or all flat. I chose reclining mat. My booth was on the 2nd floor. I'm 1.93 meters tall and felt pretty claustrophobic on the way up. In the booth I found VR glasses, handkerchiefs, a telephone, slippers and countless options. It was a little bit confusing, to be honest. Luckily, a lot of people here don't know it either, because 50% of people coming here are foreigners. So they have a special service for that. I will call for help. The staff helped me set up and start the VR film. The films are shot from a subjective camera angle, so depending on whether you are seated or lying down, you will be watching a different film with a corresponding setting. You can see your own virtual body, so this video here wouldn't have made much sense if I had been sitting upright. The sex industry would not be going to those technological lengths if it didn't expect to profit. Illegal porn streaming and private online sex providers have resulted in considerable losses in recent years. It's a gamble. Only time will tell whether VR porn really does offer a way out of the crisis. More and more VR porn videos are becoming available online, but what's the attraction? I asked Yoshiaki Nomoto in Tokyo. He is one of Japan's leading producers of VR pornography.
When you
watch VR on a TV or PC screen, it's usually from a bird's eye view. Real VR emphasizes the experience much more. The customer feels as if he could really touch the girl, that he has real eye contact, or that he can feel her breath next to his ear. It's a completely different viewer perspective to a standard movie.
I found the unusual perspective unsettling. First impression is really very detailed, a little bit weird to watch, to be honest, because the woman in that clip I just saw, she appears huge. This distortion is linked to the distance between our pupils, which is different for every person. The VR images are set to a standard distance, but if this doesn't correspond to the eyes of the person wearing the VR glasses, the proportions will be distorted. The filmmakers of Soft On Demand produce their VR videos in this studio. Everything here is white. This ensures that the background isn't distracting and allows the producers to better direct the viewer's focus.
The strength of VR is that it enables different forms of interaction. It allows you to get to a place you couldn't get to before.
So interaction is the magic word. This combination of technology and emotion is something that can be found most of all in Japan, according to Natalie Nahai. The British author and podcaster focuses on ethical issues related to digital technologies.
You see a lot of amazing innovation coming out of Japan, which is often cited. There do seem to be a lot of people in a lot of places who are very expressive of their affection for technology and who may end up going into greater relationship with tech.
Okay, I kind of love my smartphone too, but that's as far as it goes. Some VR applications already enable you to build your dream partner. Does that really create deeper connections?
Being able to configure a virtual partner like in a computer game and having custom-made avatars thanks to computer-generated images. This is a future VR producer Yoshiaki Nomoto finds promising.
It will be possible to design individual body parts, such as breasts, waist, or hips, to create your ideal woman with the help of CGI.
Sex therapist Dr. Michael Petery finds this technology problematic. He says even normal porn films already create unrealistic expectations in his patients.
And now we're reaching a new level. Here, the user can actually select his or her ideal partner's body. But the consequence of this would be that any real-life partner would end up being compared to this fantasy product.
Natalie Nahai also worries about consequences this comparison can have. She researches ethical issues surrounding digital technologies.
We haven't evolved to be pixel perfect. That's not what being human or being embodied is about. And so it's actually quite a complex issue if you end up with real beings, real humans, trying to emulate or augment themselves in order to look more like virtual reality counterparts, avatars, or models.
Real people trying to look more like virtual avatars. Sounds pretty dubious to me. But there are already reports about people having plastic surgery for that reason. Cutting-edge technology and the sex industry seem a good match. Pornography has long been a driver for technological advancements. Writer Patchen Bars, the author of The Erotic Engine, is certain that without pornography, the internet would not have grown so quickly. Not convinced? Well, here are some examples. Online payment systems. Without pay porn sites, e-payment wouldn't be as simple and secure as it is today. Online streaming. Without video streaming software developed for pornography sites, media platforms would struggle to deliver news clips. Online advertising. Without advertising from sex sites, many free internet services wouldn't exist. And now, VR. Even in the development of sex toys, experiments are being made with virtual reality. And for once, the products on offer are not mainly targeted at men.
VR? What?
This exclamation of surprise is from an ad by Dutch sex toy manufacturer Kiro. The company offers a vibrator that can be linked to VR glasses by an app. Special vibrations, which correspond to what's happening in the film, are transmitted by the gadget. Of course, there are similar products for men, too. For example, Virtual Mate, a device for men that works with VR and real-time sensors and promises a realistic erotic experience. Such devices can also be linked using apps and controlled remotely by someone's partner, a possibility that some couples find appealing.
Well, I think anything that enables us to relate more fully with someone else, especially when so many of us are at distance, or for instance in a pandemic, if you're locked in different cities, it's going to enable you to express your desire for the other partner in a different way. And so I think if it's designed to create connection in a way that people want, then that's wonderful.
Since the COVID-19 pandemic began, digital adult entertainment services have become more popular. Well, direct physical contact is rather difficult at the moment, especially for singles. The US porn website Pornhub has registered up to 25% more hits on its site this year. Many people really miss physical contact. That's why research is currently being conducted about how to make virtual experiences even better. One promising possibility, special suits that simulate touch and warmth.
Haptic technology, when paired with a VR setting, could be really powerful because it gives us back physical cues. It gives us back physical sensation with heat and pressure to the digital touch of another. Then that's going to be much more pleasurable and much more real in the physical and virtual sense than just having something which is visual or auditory.
Soft On Demand in Tokyo is currently working on integrating additional sensations. The goal is to eventually include all of our senses in the VR experience.
At the moment, we're testing new technologies to make the VR experience even better. For example, we're working on a technology for smells, like of a woman's mouth.
Smell, feel, taste, the prospects seem dizzying. But VR already offers the possibility to slip into other characters or other bodies. Or, for example, to playfully change sex.
If we are anonymous or acting through an avatar, this sense of anonymity can give us a greater feeling of freedom to disclose and to be honest and to be able to express things that we might otherwise find difficult. So I think given that virtual reality offers that possibility, it is very possible that we can be more intimate from that perspective.
Could technology really help us to better understand our own sexuality and so to gain a better understanding of others in real relationships? It's an interesting thought.
Maybe one day, all of us will not only want to have sex in our bedrooms, but in the dream worlds that are most exciting for us. That would be one way I could see virtual reality providing exciting possibilities for users in everyday life. And not just as pornography, but for couples as well.
The VR sector is expecting the market to grow to 13.5 billion euros by 2022, and this includes sex products. After all, many people enjoy exploring new options.
We are very adaptive as humans, and we can learn to find all sorts of things exciting and erotic and normal, given the amount of time to get used to it. So yeah, I think a lot of us will end up expanding our sexual repertoire to encompass that, but remains to be seen. We're quite a way off really natural-looking AI, and I think at a certain point we might end up swinging back in the other direction and wanting real physical human contact with other human beings.
What do you think? Would you try out VR sex? Do technology and feelings go together? Share your opinions with us on Facebook or on dw.com. If you want to know more about virtual reality, check out our YouTube channel. That's it from me. Take care. See you next time.